Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hello.
back, everybody. The Controller Chronicles podcast, episode 5, by the way. Episode 5. Five time. Five time. So yeah, no.
Half time.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the Booker T episode. So good stuff. Good stuff. Welcome back everybody again. That's been all fun and games. Yeah, I think there was somebody was potentially wanting to make some sort of announcement just off of the intro here. I'm not sure who it could be. Might be that guy. Might be that guy. So floor
You
is
know who
yours,
the
big man.
you know who it fucking is.
Yeah, we do.
Right. So, a few episodes ago, we all seen the what can only be described as a fucking meltdown about my feelings about turn-based games. Funny enough, it's also the same how I feel about the French. Oh, but Flumpy has to make an apology.
Hi
Also,
to our viewers in France, by the way.
come hit me with a baguette, please. I could do it. So I've as you two both know, I've been playing the fuck out of Claire Obscura Expedition 33.
Yep.
The French, it's a French studio. They made it, they built it. It's a turn-based game. Two things that Flumpy fucking hates. Flumpy fucking loves this game. Flumpy is. So on behalf of this Flumpy, my half sorry to France and half sorry to turn-based games. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. That's all you're
Listen,
getting.
listen, we'll take it. That's a really heartfelt apology that you've given there, mate. To be honest.
And I genuinely, I think I will try. I think I will be trying more turn-based games in the future
It's one of the biggest
because
U-turns ever.
It's
I don't
just
know. I don't.
to be fair to you. To be fair to you, nobody I don't think seen this coming. The
No,
game is exceptional. It's just unbelievable.
it
Absolutely
is
unbelievable.
magical. It's
Start
a
to
bit off.
finish,
No.
gameplay, combat, story, characters. Fuck me, it's got everything.
SK is a fucking hero, and I will not have anything bad said about him.
Absolutely not. He is our new mascot. SK the mascot.
Yeah, it's just the French version of me, just a little bit cooler. That's
Just a
about it.
little bit.
Yeah, that's it. I kind of felt I needed to get that out and know him after
Yeah, I mean you
that
did
that,
after
that fucking
your
tirade.
your
That
wee
fucking
meltdown about
tirade.
turn-based games. I think the fact that you found one that you like, I definitely think an apology was in order. So
It's only fair, lad. It is only fair. But yeah, that's it.
yeah, that's
No,
that. That's
at
it.
least you're
That's it.
enjoying it.
That's all we're getting. We'll move on swiftly. We'll sweep that under the carpet.
Thank
Done.
you.
So
Yeah.
yes, this week we've all got obviously topics or questions that we want to ask. So we'll throw them out there. And again, as always, if you've got a different opinion to what we put out here today, then stick it in the comments. Chuck it down below. What one of us at some point will get around to the comments and either reply to you or tell you you're wrong or disagree with you in a maybe
Respectful way.
respectful fashion. Don't know. Will depend what day you get us on, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I
It
think
depends.
we're going to kick it off with the
I'll
front.
take it, man. I'll take it. Right. So the question I have is completely different to the one that I was originally going to ask, which is fair because at work about a couple of weeks ago, one what we call Dave, he put a question to me that I have spent the last 2 fucking weeks pondering, and I'd like to put it to you two boys.
Yep.
First off, Dave, you're a dick for this, but anyway, I'll put it to you two. Essentially, if you could remake, remaster, whatever, kind of fully redo a game from start to from top to bottom, but only have it as a retro game, any retro game that you could remake, what would you have? Now, I'm going to say anything PlayStation 1 and before is up for grabs. Anything, but if you can't think of anything, that's fine. But that's my question. If you could have any retro game remade from start to finish, top to bottom, what would you have? And this is a good question because different people classify retro as different things.
Yep.
So I'll start off. So I'm going to start off because I have two right off the bat. Other than what would be GoldenEye, that's my obvious one. But there's two Nintendo 64 games that still to this day are burned in my brain. First one is called Pilot Wings. Essentially, it was just like a stunt game. You'd fly, you'd fly planes, parachutes, sort of extreme games kind of things. As your usual, just fly through like wee rings in the sky as you're flying down, or try and land on like a target sort of thing. That kind of sort of older game, which I think would probably might not be too great in nowadays, but I think it'd be fucking hilarious. And the one that really just genuinely it's burned into my brain for the rest of my life is it's got two names. It's either Star Fox 64, which a lot of people will know it as, or is for whatever reason I know it is Lilac Wars. So you're essentially playing. You've got Star Fox, which is the main character. He's got his backup crew: Slippy the Toad, Peppy the Hare, and Falco the Falcon. It's funny. Falco's a dick. Slippy's a fucking idiot, and Peppy's the old bastard. So, and you're basically just in your ship. It's just you. It's like an on rails game. So you're just left to right, up and down, firing at enemies, boxes, just sort of thing. So in 64 days here, sort of, it's nothing too major, but kind of, that's like an on rails. You're just gone for it. And I think nowadays something like that would be fucking outstanding as a game because you could have it's like a massive open world, or even if you want to keep it as like an on rails shooter, it'd be cracking.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I say I've kept it sort of one generation of console because you have that many, man. You have that many.
Yeah.
So many.
So that's fine for me. Now I put that question to you, gentlemen. What retro game? What would you consider a retro game that you would remake from top to bottom, start to finish?
It's a very, very good question. Sorry, Fletch. I'll jump in. Just I'm eager. I'm coiled. I'm ready to go on this one.
Yes.
Go, fella.
With my sort of preference of games, I've been massively spoiled in terms of remakes and remasters over the past 10 to 15 years. So if you take the Resident Evil franchise and the Final Fantasy franchise, both have had huge remakes, huge remasters, very recently, up until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last year. So, you're talking very, very recent that a lot of the retro games that I would class sort of PS1 days have, it's already happened to a lot of them. So I kind of had to do a little bit of thinking more outside the box and really kind of go into very early sort of gaming days for me. So I came across, I remembered essentially a game. It's on the PS1. It's called The Legend of Dragoon. So the game it's a turn-based JRPG. Flump, sorry, to apologise.
Listen, don't.
It came out on the 2nd of December 99, so I think now that qualifies as retro with it being 25, 26 years old.
Unfortunately.
Oh, that hurts my back, just saying that, but yeah. So it's a very quintessential JRPG. So the way it starts is your hero, the character that you play for the majority of the game, is returning from travels to his home. His home's burned down. Loads of people kidnapped. It's very, very typical of how a JRPG would start. Now, the gameplay is very interesting because within the combat, so it's a turn-based combat, but it's also got little things that you can add to it. And while we're on the subject of speaking about Expedition 33, it's very similar in the way that you can enhance your attacks when you attack. So it's like it's got an extra QTE part in there when you attack.
Right. All right.
So it can then enhance your attacks and you can get extra turns and all the rest of it. So I think personally, just because of the story of the game, so the story of the game revolves around dragons and the fact that your character is able to transform into a dragoon, which is a dragon type character. I just think with how flashy it would look and how beautiful you could put like PS5 graphics all over it, I think it would just look stunning and it would just look amazing. And the combat and the gameplay is simple enough that you can't really go wrong. So all you're having to do really is enhance the look of it and upscale the graphics or remake the models or whatever. So for me, I think personally, just plainly because I've had to go outside of my usual 10, 15 games, because a lot of the games I play have been remade anyway, for me, The Legend of Dragoon would be my pick to be remastered or remade in modern tech.
Excellent.
Cracking, mate. Cracking shout. By the way, cracking shout.
Ooh, no, okay. I've got actually two that came to mind, and I am going back to the Sega Mega Drive for my two. Ooh, and so
Oh, gosh.
I know both of them are basically really similar games. So the two I'm going to say is Golden Axe and and
What a shout!
Streets of Rage. But
Yes!
Yes, Fletchy. Yes,
so
son.
those two modern times would just be unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Fucking wrong. He is no wrong.
The question, Fletch, would be, would you keep it as a side scroller?
Oh, 100%, because that's what made the games.
Yeah. I'd be inclined.
100%. 100%, yeah. I remember as a kid, because I was a kid back then, having so much fun with both of them games. I'm actually wrong, but I think Streets of Rage had a remake or a remaster at least.
I don't think you're wrong, Fletchy. I
I'm sure it did.
I don't think it was too long ago either.
No.
Yeah,
I think it was
and
just years.
I think it's a memory because a friend of the channel, fucking James, I'm sure he streamed it. So,
Yeah.
But I know Golden Axe hasn't been done, so we'll go with definitely go with Golden Axe for me.
Absolutely outstanding games, by the way. That is core memory shit, by the way. Like arcade machines and shit like that. That is just that is gold. Absolutely gold, literally Golden Axe.
Well, I remember Nipper, I don't know the chippy beside like around the corner from us used to have an arcade machine in it when it was called Steve's, and I had Golden Axe on the arcade machine.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
But no, dude, what a shout! What a shout the pair of them are, by the way. Streets of Rage. Oh, I remember on Streets of Rage when you had like your special move, and basically the cop car just appeared at the end and shot like massive bazookas.
Yes.
Loved it. And what you would have to say about Streets of Rage in particular is the soundtrack, the music.
Oh yeah, music was unreal.
Magnificent
games.
Absolutely magnificent.
Especially for being Sega games as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So good.
No, some shout those two, by the way. Some shout.
Fucking outstanding, son. Outstanding.
While we're on the sort of subject of the Sega game, did anyone remember how difficult the Lion King game was on the Sega?
Yes.
That
sucked. That sucked, mate. Sucked.
Honestly, that was probably one of the hardest games I've ever played in my life.
Do you know the one that did it for me? As much as Lion King, but I kind of accepted because I'd already been told how difficult it was. Do you know the one that caught me by surprise? That was so difficult, and I just really struggled to finish it. Fucking Hercules.
Oh, that sucked balls, man.
Oh, I've got
Oh,
another
I
one.
hated it.
Unbelievably difficult.
Hated it.
Got another
Because you
one that
couldn't
caught me
finish
off
it.
guard.
Yeah,
Another
I
game that
couldn't
caught me off
believe how
guard.
difficult.
What's that, Flitchy? What caught you off
Another
guard?
Simpsons game as well.
Oh, which one? Which one?
The one on the Sega. It was absolutely unreal.
Yeah,
I
the
never
side
played that.
scroller. The side scrollers.
Yeah.
They
Never
had a
played
side
that.
scroller as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unreal.
I remember that. And I mean, talk about Simpsons. You've got like hit and run and stuff on the PS2 as well.
Fuck it. Tell you what, a hit and run remake. A hit and run remake would be frighteningly funny.
Just print the money.
Yes.
Print the money.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn straight. The game's still
Unbelievable.
fun.
Yeah. The thing is, you go on like Twitch or whatever, and people still stream it.
God, people love it.
So,
Love
you know,
it.
if a game stood that test of time, it's clearly good. Would be
Boy
my
from my work.
Correct.
Boy from my work actually went to CEX to buy a PS2 just to play it.
Yeah. I
Guy
don't
has-
think it's
guy has
cheap, by
taste.
the way. I don't think copies of. I think it's one of those games that have been like really inflated in price. I think it's like 40, 50 quid a copy.
Yep.
Which is mad, but that's
Wild.
what it is.
And Fletchy, I've just had a look there. Golden Axe is getting a remake, or at least a new game out at some point. It was
Ooh.
announced. It was announced in 2023. When it arrives, or if it's arrived, I don't know. But I've just looked up. Floppy's excited.
Yes.
Class.
You just have to fucking wait for it to come out if it's Sega with
You
2027.
also know the thing about those two games in particular, Golden Axe and Street Edge, that you can't dismiss out of hand. It's probably one of the first games that encouraged, certainly from my perspective, that encouraged co-op.
Yes.
Yes.
So obviously because you could play it on your own, obviously, but it encouraged co-op. But obviously, you could have the two characters on the screen at the same time.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
And I think. I mean, we've all played co-op games, and we know how important they are to us as well. So
Yeah. Just that couch co-op as well. That's something. That's legendary couch co-op. It's like you can play it online with your friends and that, but there's just something about just you and your friend.
Yep.
On a couch, just aye.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Proper core gaming memories, though. Proper core gaming memories.
I kind of put words into it, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, I do. We know exactly what you mean. We always
100%.
do. We always do.
That's because you're fluent and flump.
And fluent and flump. Yeah, we've learned it.
Good, because I have there. I speak it.
Oh, brilliant. No, listen, some cracking games we mentioned there, by the way. I would
tell you what.
like to point out as well. We'll kind of shift on, and this will be a bit of a gear change a little bit, but the question I want to pose to the two of yous is, with the enhanced technology that we were speaking about, obviously, that in modern tech and modern video games, one of the really important aspects is you now get voice acting in video games, which you didn't necessarily get 15, 20 years ago, especially in JRPGs, notorious for just having bubbles above their head and text lines. So that for me is a huge advancement. So on that note, what is your favorite voice acting performance in a video game? Is the question I'm asking you. So for mine's came down to two, but I'm only going to pick one. As I've got a funny feeling the other one will get mentioned. I'll mention it at the end if it doesn't get mentioned.
Just mention both, man.
No, it's okay. So the one I've chosen, and for me the really one that comes prominently to my brain, is Neil Newbon's Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
So Baldur's Gate 3, which, by the way, is basically the video game equivalent of Dungeons & Dragons. Ooh. FYI. Dungeons & Dragons, we play on the channel.
Yeah.
Link down below. Have a look. Check it out.
We have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely no idea what we're doing, and that is part of the fun. So the reason I've picked this is Baldur's Gate 3 is obviously it's got a huge following, huge cult following, and it's known for its like companions. So one of the big parts of the games are the companions that you pick up along the way. So Astarion is one of the first companions that you come across in Baldur's Gate 3, and you very quickly, I don't think this is a spoiler, you very quickly find out that he's a vampire. So I would say he is a very camp vampire, like possibly the campest vampire you will ever meet. But what, in terms of why I think it's such a good voice acting performance, is the character's portrayed as a deep, complex, trauma-fueled character. He's got shitloads going on in his background that he's carried around with him for years and years. But the character's also portrayed in a just the right side of being lovable and relatable. So it's just, his wit and his sarcasm and his little one-liners and the bits that just make you, whether you can choose to play as Astarion or you can choose to have him as a companion, whether you decide whatever, it basically just makes you fall in love with the character. Now, if you fall in love with the character, for me, that's a great voice acting performance, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. If you hate the character or if you love the character, that means the voice actor's doing something right, in my opinion. And I just think the way he portrays it and the little sort of nuance, it's difficult to explain if you've not played the game, but just the little one-liners. And Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that does actually, it portrays some really, really deep themes. And he kind of, the voice acting from Neil Newbon as Astarion kind of helps you through that and allows there to be a light at the end of the tunnel. And even if it is the worst thing could happen, and he's just, Astarion standing there saying, well, I've had worse days. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just very, very simple little things. But to me, that's the simple things mean that the performance is brilliant. And I think Neil Newbon is a very, very talented voice actor, and he's done loads of roles, and you're bound to have played a character as him. You just don't necessarily know it.
Yeah,
so he's my pick.
Hey, you want to go, Fletcher? You want to take this?
Yeah. I also had two, but I think my second one's going to get mentioned anyway, so I'll just go with my first one.
I'm not like that. I can only mention one. Fuck.
I am going to go with Stephen Ogg, who played Trevor in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yes.
Everything, he made the game. He honestly, his character made Grand Theft Auto 5 the game it was. And the fact that he almost portrayed the Trevor character in real life as well. So if you've seen any press conferences or anything that he's been a part of, he is literally Trevor. He matches my sense of humor, that sick, dark sense of humor that he has. Hence why we've got that command in our Twitch channel for me. But yeah, honestly, just the level of immaturity and everything he does within the game is just made me fall in love with the character. Even when it comes to the end, when you've got to pick, I think everyone's played the game, so it's no spoiler. I always save him just for the fact that I love him so much. So he would be 100% my choice for voice actor.
It's really important to say that Trevor is a fucking lunatic, by the way.
He is a fucking he is running
unhinged, sadistic motherfucker.
Magnificence.
Honestly, he's
You're
like
right though. The way the voice acting's done, and I think one thing I would say is, especially with Trevor, is the model is pretty much Stephen Ogg as well. It's very close. They've obviously taken inspiration from the character, which I think in turn then allows him to go to press conferences and conventions and basically be Trevor, because he looks like him, he sounds like him, you know.
He is him.
Yeah.
He is him, basically. Yeah. No, I love that, Fletch. Love
Yeah,
that.
love that.
Yeah. No. Before I hit mine, what is your two other ones? Because I've got mine, and if it's the same, what to do? But I need to know because it's going to bother. It's going to do my tits in.
So the other one I had in my mind was Christopher Judge.
That's a fucking shout, by the way.
So Christopher
That
Judge
is a shout.
For those who don't know, is Kratos from the God of War series.
Oh, that's different from mine, to be fair.
So I think just the
Oh no, I agree with you. I genuinely agree with you.
The deep sort of primal kind of voice, along with the way he portrays Kratos, is just excellent. It just absolutely
magical.
See, I thought we were all going to go for Lance Reddick for Destiny.
Oh,
see, that is a very good shout there.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Lance Reddick, R.I.P. by the way, obviously.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you could also
Nathan Fillion as Cade.
And Gina Torres.
Aye.
You know,
luckily mine is dated him, so we're pretty good.
Oh,
excellent. That just shows how many good performances there are in video games.
Exactly.
100%.
So mine, I did actually have a think about it, and it is between two, but you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to go with Ashley Johnson as Ellie for The Last of Us. Last of Us 1 specifically. I like The Last of Us 2, but The Last of Us 1 specifically. So if you don't know, the fuck is wrong with you? So obviously, the way she plays, obviously she's a lot older than Ellie, but that's neither here nor there. The way she plays such a scared, terrified, angry child, essentially, is unbelievable. Like, it doesn't even at any point in that game, no matter if she's talking to Joel or talking to fucking anybody else or just fighting or whatever, the way that Ashley Johnson brings Ellie to life just through her words is unbelievable. You really feel like this is your, how do I put it? You feel like you're trying to protect Ellie. You're basically she's your little girl. She's your child. She's your little thing to protect and keep safe. But just to the way that she just solely brings it through with her voice, it is unbelievable. You can feel all the emotion that Ellie's feeling, whether it's anger, sadness, scared, rage. Particularly the if you haven't seen this, is going to be a spoiler for you. So the mission where you're in the town in the snow where she's about to get assaulted, shall we say? She's about to get assaulted with an old man. I ain't gotta say it, but so that happens, and then the aggression that she has trying to save herself, but then how the way she breaks down and just falls into Joel's arms and just breaks as you feel it. You really feel it. It feels that she's mine. I protected her. Jesus Christ! I've not got away with words today, but that's really didn't. But that's I can't really put it other than you really feel that you're stepping into Joel's shoes, and you're going through it with him and with her. And the opposite side of that would have been Joel. Obviously, you can really feel that he's the old, the hard ass, the cold hearted, stoic man that has eventually been broken down by this 16-year-old that, for lack of a better phrase, is apparently a cure, but you're very obviously you don't believe it. But that's my two. Specifically Ashley Johnson, because she is frighteningly unbelievable.
Yeah.
Criminally underrated.
cannot disagree with that at all. The performance as Ellie is just, it's outstanding. It's absolutely outstanding. For anybody who's played the game will understand just the way, and to kind of add to your point, Flump, the way she pulls you into that world as a participant of that world, just by using her words and by portraying a character, and it's fucking outstanding, to be perfectly honest.
It honestly is. It honestly is.
Love it.
Very good. Again, some cracking shouts there, eh?
And you know what? Not one of them was the same. Not one of us had the same couple of choices.
No,
Exactly.
I kind of thought when I thought of a couple more, I kind of thought that would cross over, but again, it does show that the advancement in adding voice acting to video games, which again has happened within the last, happened consistently within the last 10 years, I would say, to be honest. Anything before that, it's hit or miss. And I mean, you look at the standard of voice acting even back then. So I mean, you look at the original Resident Evil, it's there's memes. It's famous for how bad the voice acting was. Like, oh no, don't open that door. Like it's painful. But it's it's what it was back then. And Resident Evil is one of the most successful games of all time. So it does just show you. But these people, everybody that we mentioned there, are talented, super, super talented people. And yeah, we've all loved video games that have been voiced by all of these people. So yeah, outstanding.
Yeah, cracking choices, boys, cracking.
Love it.
I do.
Fletch, I think you're up, man.
I'm up. I will take us home, boys, and I am going down a different route. I'm not going to be asking the question. I am going to be having a discussion. A nice, constructive discussion with all three of us. So,
let me put a top button in.
The topic I want to cover, because also I'm the first-person shooter enthusiast here, has the influx of the Battle Royale genre potentially damaged the future of the first-person shooter games? In the context of any game that's going to be released now, is the developer going to try jump on the gravy train of the success of Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends? Are they going to try that? Unfortunately for me, Battlefield tried it. On Battlefield 5, they released a mode called Firestorm, which was a battle royale. It was pretty good, but they just didn't put anything behind it. They just sort of gave up on it too quick. And with it being Battlefield, they put tanks in it. So there was So I enjoyed playing it, but it just died a sudden death because the developer just gave up on it. And I think every release now that's coming out, there's always the hype, or the question is, are they going to do a Battle Royale? Are they going to do it? So there's always the next Battlefield that's coming out. There's already the rumor of, is it going to have its own Battle Royale? And I think they should just leave it to the ones that are good at it, because you look at the player base for Fortnite and Warzone. Are you really going to manage to take that player base away from that success? It's just, I think, especially for me being a Battlefield fan, I think Battlefield should just stick to its roots. And I think you'll know yourselves. Also, you guys probably you don't play them, but you'll know of the games that have came out as Battle Royales and just faded away. So there we go, boys. Let's have a wee discussion on that, and we'll go from there.
I think for me, like, let's be honest, first-person shooters or battle royale games, they've never really been my forte. Plainly because I'm absolutely fucking terrible at them. Like they do not work for me at all. The enjoyment level is minimal. The only thing I would suggest about these games is the best part of it. Is you can play the majority of them with your pals. That's for
Aye.
me. That's pretty much it. I mean, if you look at, if you're going to take, for example, probably the most couple of the most popular ones in the genre. So if you look at Fortnite, for example, if you look at the, even the streams that we've done on the channel just in the last couple of weeks, they've been good, fun streams to be part of and to watch. But I don't necessarily think it's because of the game. I think it's because of the people that you've got with you and the party and
Oh God!
laughing at somebody who
Yes.
takes fall damage off a cliff because they're a fucking idiot, or somebody who gets shot as soon as the spawn, or whatever the game is. So I think to tackle the point that you were making in your intro there head on is, yes, I do think that the oversaturation of battle royale games could hamper, and it's going to be the first person shooter genre more than it is anything else. I do think that it could damage that because, as you say, developers are going to think, fuck, if we make a battle royale game, everybody plays it.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't necessarily need to release as polished a game on the other end of it, which is shit and it's a bit but what I would also say off the back of that is, if you're looking for an example of something that's bucked that trend, you just need to look at a game that we've already spoke about in this episode, and that's Expedition 33. It's taken turn-based combat and it's turned it into something fun that players want to get back involved in again, which hasn't happened for years. I can't think off the top of my head of a good turn-based combat game that's come out recently that's been successful. There's been, obviously, the Final Fantasy remakes have had that funny little fusion between turn-based and live, like it's a little sort of amalgamation of the pair of them. But I think if a developer wants and they've got a good idea of what they want to do, if they make a success out of it, the players will play it regardless of whether it's a first-person shooter or whether it's a battle royale. I think if you continue just to make good games, that's all us as gamers want. We just want good games to play. Yeah, that's kind of my 2 pence for whatever the fuck it's worth.
Love it.
To be honest, I agree with you. Not every game needs a battle royale mode. In fact, most games don't need a battle royale mode. And Warzone, well, I wouldn't say it's on the decline, but it is getting a lot more criticism recently than it has been in the past. And honestly, fair play. It deserves it. And the same with Fortnite. Like, as you say, Nipper, I was streaming Fortnite about a week or so ago, me and Coop, and was the game fun? Aye. But was that because of the game or was that because of who I was with? And I have to admit it was about 90% was because of who I was with. Because it's a case of how do I put this? It's there's no need to have a battle royale randomly because there's been that many that's came out and just absolutely flopped. Like absolutely shit the bed. And to add on to a wee bit of which, I've not just battle royales like Bungie recently brought out Marathon Alpha. That people seem to like it, but as they played it more, it's like, do you really need an extraction shooter? I know it's not battle royale, but it's the same sort of. It's quite a saturated market. I mean, Tarkov is the king of that, and that's been criticised quite badly, I think, recently.
Yeah.
But those wee bits that I've seen. And there's another extraction shooter called Arc Raiders, which I hadn't seen much on, so this is just my half pence. that seems to be the favourite one because it's no just a simple extraction shooter. There's changes. They're trying to change it so it's a bit more enjoyable and entertaining.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing where I think you touched on it there, Nipper. If you are going to bring out a battle royale, if you are going to bring out something like that, you need to innovate it. You need to have something where it's not just a simple out of plane, out of car, whatever, and just go find your loot and shoot. You need to have something that makes people want to come back and playing it. They have fun playing it. Not just herself, but with friends.
Yep.
Aye. The case.
Yeah.
So, to simply put, yes, battle royales are destroying the FPS genre.
I just honestly think that there's obviously a handful that have done it really well. I think the developer should just go, let's leave them to it, and we'll just
Yeah.
stick to our core values.
Yeah.
Because it's like Nipper said, it's easy for the developer to just go, there's a battle royale, fuck the rest of the game. We'll fix that later.
Yeah.
So
And it's like, I mean, you touched on it as well, Fletcher. Like, are they really going to take away for the Fortnite and the Warzone people?
I doubt it.
If I think it would have to be a very special game. It would have to be very, very special.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, but it's going to have to be a once in a generation game, like legitimate.
I think you would get the player base. I think you would take players from Fortnite and Warzone, but it would be for a week or a couple of days. You would. It would just that would be it.
No, and that's the thing. If you can take them, you'd have to figure out how to keep them, and if you figured out how to keep them, that's the part. That's the part because like with the Fortnite's go. Honestly, I loaded up Fortnite. I didn't ken where the hell I was going to just jump into a game.
Yep.
I honestly did not have a fucking clue.
Mhm.
It took me I'll happily admit this. It took me a solid 10 minutes to figure out how the fuck did I get into a game.
Yep.
And I downloaded Warzone for last week as well because me and Coop were playing that.
Yep.
I didn't have a fucking clue what's going on. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's like, it used to be just load up the game. There's Warzone. There's the campaign. There's multiplayer. Now it's fucking. It's like, oh, here's Warzone here. Here's campaign here. Oh, but here's Black Ops 6 campaign. But here's Modern Warfare's campaign. It's like, go and just fucking streamline it. Just make it easier for me.
Yeah.
But
100%.
it's just fucking annoying. Just fuck off, you battle royale. Just fuck off, you money grabbing bastards. Just fuck off with them.
Just
love it. I fully agree with that.
But I'll still play with you, Coop, because I enjoy your company.
I think that's the key part, isn't it? Like for me, these games were never. I mean, I've played the majority of them. Didn't necessarily enjoy them, but playing with your pals, playing with your mates, having just a laugh at each other, and more often than not at my expense than anybody else's. Just for me, that's the most important bit.
Exactly. Yeah. Like obviously you've seen my stream where I streamed Fortnite. How fun that was.
Yeah, I mean that's a great example though. That stream wasn't great because it was Fortnite. That stream was great because it was you with a group full of people that were all having a laugh and all interacting with each other, and there was lots of funny moments in amongst it. So I mean, to me, that was nothing to do with the fact that the game was Fortnite.
I sang karaoke mid-firefight.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I seen that. That shit was funny.
Well,
that was funny.
While your mates were getting gunned down one by one, Pete's giving it. Funny. No, I mean, brilliant again.
Good, man.
Tremendous. Right, we kind of wanted to do something a wee bit different today. So what we're going to do is we've all picked an upcoming game that's coming out, and we are going to watch the trailer for said upcoming game. So this does require a bit of technical jiggery-pokery from me. So this will go wrong. I do promise you it will go wrong at some point. So that's going to be all all part of the fun. So I'm led to believe. So I suppose it's one of those. Does anybody want to? Who wants to introduce their game first?
I'll go. I'll go. So this is going to be a shock for me because I absolutely criticised the game, the original games. So I am going for the new Metal Gear Solid. It's coming out. So please enjoy.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
What the fuck is that eyeball?
I see it. The fear.
Yeah.
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us.
Ah, the man.
I'm not finished yet.
Rocket launcher, son.
Boom.
Outstanding.
That looks pretty good.
Outstanding.
Looks
It looks
pretty good.
so good. So good. So I kind of, yeah, I mean, as much as this was Fletch's video, it's Metal Gear Solid. I'm a massive, massive fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. So I think this is basically a remaster and a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which is one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. So I'm very much looking forward to that. It looks good. It's kind of what we were talking about earlier about taking a game from an older generation and remaking it with today's tech. So, I mean, that looks awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
it looks good.
looks beautiful, man. Looks magnificent. Genuinely looks good.
Fantastic. So we'll move on to the next one. Flumpy, you want to go for yours?
Let's go for mine, mate. This honestly, mate, this game is this has a hold on me already. It's doing the Dark Ages, and it sings to me like nothing else, man. It honestly, it sings to me like nothing you will believe. It looks, you know what? Run the trailer. I'll shut the fuck up. Just watch. Just watch.
Excited.
Should be guided.
They lied to us. And now he has a leash.
Oof.
Our enemy is divided. The time is now.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
So your dominion over hell is not absolute.
Avoid the sale. Focus on breaking.
Look, I'm so looking forward to using that shield.
He's after something. That much power in hell's hands. None of us would survive.
Just looks chaotic.
It does, mate.
We need him.
Just looks absolute. It looks like hell, to be honest with you. Oh Lord, he coming.
The Slayer has been activated.
Oh, oh, Listen to that soundtrack, man.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, so good.
Oh, it's like a kid in a candy shop. Oh, it's so good, man.
Oh, yeah.
As king, so long as you are the only one they fear.
Look at the size of that bastard. I got a robot. Enough. There's a dragon. There you go. Legend of the Raccoon for you. Oh, but no, that's just
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
honest. Oh, mate. Honestly. Honestly.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
So,
beautiful.
obviously, that just looks magnificent. Now, the good thing is that it's out May 15th, so it's out in a few days, but it's also on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So have a guess what this man is doing on Friday morning.
Pre-downloaded. Get that pre-downloaded.
Or already downloaded. I'm just waiting to play it.
Yeah.
Genuinely just
Yes.
waiting to play it.
That just looks absolute carnage. Absolute chaos.
It does. And it sings to me on an unholy level. Just give me a 12 gauge and just let me run right with that music.
Just let you go.
Oh.
Absolutely.
So,
Right, so
Simon-
what's
Right.
your stuff?
My
Oh,
one
no.
is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4.
Oh,
ooh,
mate.
love it.
This is going to be good, I reckon. So, yeah.
Oh,
Let's see what we've got. Hopefully
honestly.
some good music, too.
Oh, he's a spades. I fucking love these games and no back in
Yes.
back in the day. Oh, the refinery. That's San Fran?
Yeah. Yeah, I can get out there.
Oh,
So good.
I know.
Magnificent.
Oh, oh, look at that.
How good it
Look at
looks.
exactly, man.
Oh,
You. Christ there.
tremendous.
Oh, the airport. Oh, the airport. Look at love that level.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, the fucking cruise ship.
Yeah.
Du, du, du.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, the
So
fuck
good.
is that one?
Absolute amazing.
Oh.
So good.
Nipper, please, on when that comes out, we co-op and I want to challenge you.
Hell
That would be fucking fantastic.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Cheeky, we head to heads with each other. Oh,
Absolutely. It just looks
Oh.
good. And it's
it really does, man.
youth,
Just nostalgia.
rekindling your youth, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it goes. It's part of like that first question that I asked. It's like you look at the difference of how it started.
Yep.
To how good it looks now.
Yeah, well, that little screenshot where it showed you the original versus the upscaled versions, just
Beautiful,
crazy good.
beautiful.
So just a bit of information. So Doom: The Dark Ages is out on May the 15th. Obviously, this coming week. Flump is very excited.
Friday, baby.
Tony Hawk 3 and 4 is out on the 11th of July.
Lovely.
And Metal Gear Solid Delta is out on the 28th of August. So,
Nice.
a few good games to look forward to over the next couple of months.
Guess who's
Yep.
off in July?
Very exciting. Very exciting. So, yeah, no, I mean,
It really is.
also as well, if there's trailers for other games that you like, we can next episode we can fire them up and have a look if there's games that you think we've missed or
I think next time. I think there's one that next time we all have to be fucking having a wee discussion about.
Yeah.
Ooh.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a little bit of discussion about that game.
I think we could
Yeah,
probably
Mainly
do
because
a whole episode on GTA 6, to be fair.
mainly because I'm too fucking put to buy PS5 in a minute, so I have to fucking wait. Like, thank fuck it's not till next year.
I was going to say the
Mhm.
game will still not be out, so yeah. Okay.
I've got enough time to start my OnlyFans. Find my niche budget.
Only flumps. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Listen, a good lad. But nah,
Listen,
honestly,
there's only really one other thing that I kind of want to bring up here, and we can obviously just have a quick discussion around this before we wrap up for the episode. So
what's
next
up?
week is Mental Health Awareness Week. It's been a topic that we've discussed at length and on numerous occasions on the podcast. I think it's important that we, as a podcast, as a people, make sure that people are aware of it, and the things that are out there that can help, and just more even sort of more simplistic than that is that everybody has struggles. Everybody has moments where they're not at their best, and I think the important part to tell that, and certainly from my own experience, when you're not feeling at your best, is it's okay. It's fine. Like if you're not at your best the whole time, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you've got, it's just making sure that you talk about what's in your brain. You know, fighting demons is absolutely fine, and everybody's got demons. Everybody's got the monkey on their shoulder, and that's fine. But I've always found that genuinely the proverb is a problem shared is a problem halved. Like, and I don't think there's a truer comment that can be made than that. We on the channel here have, we've talked about Andy's Man Club, for example, which obviously, a couple of us have attended and do attend and have, and it's exactly. So I think it's just important that if you're not feeling the way that you think you should be feeling, or if you're feeling in a place where you don't necessarily think there's a way out, there is always there is always a way out. There's always someone to talk to. There's always somebody that'll be there for you. And certainly, I know the little community that we've built so far through Discord and through people just speaking to us and things. That's important to us. I certainly know it's important to me, and I know that if any one of us was having a bad day, or if any one of our community was having a bad day, there's a numerous amount of people in there that would immediately pick you up and talk to you and wander your way through an issue. Which, to be perfectly honest, certainly from personal experience, the issues you build up in your head tend not to be as important in real life when you get them out there, when you give them voice and you give them words, and you actually talk about them out loud and get it out of your head. It tends not to be quite what you've built it up to.
Mhm.
But I think the important part is you need that environment to talk to somebody. And if it's not something like Andy's Man Club, who obviously are important to us given the fact that we're all men, there are numerous mental health organizations, charities that do unbelievable work in and around their communities, and just trying to break this stigma
Mhm.
around the whole thing, and trying to break down the walls and realize that we're humans, we're not perfect, we're flawed, we're not designed to be perfect. And the whole thing of having free will and choices, that with that comes can come some dark places and dark thoughts. And again, it's okay to have these thoughts. The important part is what you do with them.
Mhm.
If you bottle them up and you keep them to yourself for forever and ever, they turn. It's the same as if you keep anything that's not meant to be in your body long enough in your body, it'll start to poison you from the inside. So just that the overwhelming expression that I want to give to people is just, if you're not feeling like you're in a good place, if you're not feeling the way that you think you should be feeling, please just talk to somebody. You know, the MMA fighter, Paddy Pimlet. I don't know if you're aware of him, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
he made quite a
yeah.
heartfelt speech about, I'd rather take your phone call at 3 a.m. and listen to you for a couple hours than stand at your funeral.
Aye, that.
That is what it all comes down to. So
100%.
if you're fortunate enough to be very mentally healthy, then great, good on you, tremendous. But just understand that there are people in the world that don't necessarily have that mental strength or don't necessarily think in the same way. But just understand that there's always people you can talk to, always.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's my thoughts.
No, absolutely. I think for the ones that are in our community, just be aware that you can reach out to anyone. If you need a private chat, just reach out. Our Discord is a place of safety and stability for anyone.
100%.
And yeah, like we would rather just you speak to us and not speak to us. Sometimes it's easier speaking to someone you're not very close to. As I find out every Monday when I go and speak to a group of strangers at an Andy's Man Club meeting, it's easier for me to speak to people that don't actually really know me, rather than reach out to my close loved ones, which it sucks because that's just me. I struggle to speak to people that are close to me because I don't want them thinking any different of me. Whereas if I'm speaking to strangers, I can just get out there and I don't care because I'll probably never see them again, or there's a chance I won't see them again.
Yep.
So that's just the way my head works, and yeah, I'm one of those non-mentally strong ones you were talking about. So you'll see me in Discord having a bad day quite often, but I get out there to you guys as soon as I can. So I appreciate you, boys.
Appreciate yourself, lad. When say whenever you have a bad day, it's literally just as easy as a simple message away. But that's the difficult part, sending that first message.
Of course.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like past few months have been pretty fucking shit. But I haven't told anybody, simply because that's just me as a person. I keep it bottled up. And a couple of days ago, it kind of out at work, I was fine at work, and then I really didn't know what happened, but I just became angry, pissed a few folk off, upset a few people, and then one of the people that are upset, I was like, I'm sorry, this it's no you problem, it's a me problem. It's like, and then we still had like a wee 10-minute conversation and calm myself down.
Yep.
Not going to say I was all right, but it's a case of I know that I've got shit going on, and that's fine by me. That's my problems to deal with. But I'm dealing with them, and I'm just kind of person where I'm not too sure about you two, but keeping that friendships and relationships are very difficult for me because I tend to just push people away. Like most of the time, I'm either pushing you away or I'm trying to piss you off so that you leave. Some fuckers stay, which is I'm happy for. Like you two fuckers aren't leaving. No, but it's a case of now every sort of at least once a week I'm now speaking to somebody. I have been for a while, to be honest with you, but aye, it's nice just to unload is probably the easiest way to put it, and kind of work through this fucked up brain of mine.
Yeah.
Instead of just keeping quiet and just turning on myself.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you, mate?
thanks for sharing that, Flump. It's deeply personal, so I appreciate
It's
appreciate that, mate.
if
But,
if we can't be personal here, how can we expect others to be personal with us?
couldn't agree more. Couldn't
We
agree
ain't
more.
going anywhere, mate. We ain't going anywhere.
Nah.
We'll fucking see about that.
It's like Wolf of Wall Street. It was like, I ain't fucking leaving.
You might not be fucking leaving me, but you give me a damn shotgun, Africa's fucking leaving.
Everybody's going away. No, I know, and it's
No.
good. It's good that we can obviously, I think, to be honest, doing this podcast helps. It certainly helps for me.
Massively.
It's an avenue where you can have the conversation with people and a chat and all the rest of it. And I think that's why what we're attempting to build in terms of the community and the Discord and things like that is really important, because there's a good bunch of people in there, and as you say, it's a safe place. It's entertaining. We have a laugh, but most importantly, there's good people in there. So thanks to each and every one of them for
Absolutely
around and making
honestly,
the community what it is.
We may have started it, but they make it.
That's
Shall we
it.
say?
That's it. We're only as good as the community that supports us and lifts us up. So
Wouldn't have got to 5 episodes without them.
yeah,
Well,
episode 5.
Honestly, didn't think we would have, to be fair.
So no, I think you're right. I mean, and the thing is, I don't see us slowing down anytime soon. I think we all enjoy it too much, and
Yes,
there's
we do.
a wee viewing behind it. So yeah, no, happy. So I think we'll probably just finish up there with that episode number 5 done, dusted. Thank you all very much. And we will that.
Part-time WCW champion.
Right, Fletch, spin a Rooney now. Oh shit! Hey, there he is.
There we go.
No, listen, thank you all very much. Thank you for you two for being here again, listening to.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
As always, Chieftain.
So, thank you very much, and we will. We'll see you all later. Cheerio. Goodbye.